Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. What a wild ride. We have hit a number of records, and we're going to highlight at least a couple of them in this latest Moon Lambo hot jam. This won't be by any means a comprehensive list, but the liquidations, as it turns out, seem to have been way deeper than what was initially reported last night, and I'll explain why. Now, as far as XRP, it just experienced the most trades in a 24-hour period that it's seen in its entire 12-plus year history. In its entire existence, that just happened, and XRP is outperforming pretty much the entire market. So that strength that I've been talking about pretty regularly in my videos over the last couple months in particular, it is still there. Even in a moment where the entire market briefly, temporarily collapsed, and XRP with it, the rebound for XRP has been completely absurd to the upside. Gigantic. If you are concerned about the long-term viability of XRP, knock it off. If you're worried about whether or not we're going to have an alt season, I question why you're panicking still. In all probability, we'll look back on this, will just be another one of those wacky moments where things happened, crypto did crypto stuff, it was volatile, and history will still rhyme with itself. And if history rhymes with itself, that means we do eventually see that euphoric blow-off top for altcoins where everything goes completely bananas, and XRP with it, of course, entering face-melting territory, price discovery, so on and so forth. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. As I record this video, it is 2:13 p.m. Central Time, Monday, February 3rd, 2025. XRP is $2.70. Do you remember that one time, like 18 hours ago, when XRP was $1.88 for about a minute? Do you remember that? Look at the 24-hour low. I ain't kidding you here. Talked about it in my last video, $1.88. And it just, look at that V-bot about it. Whew, my God. Hot damn. But you love to see it, okay? If we're going to have a moment like this, I'm glad that it's not something that's prolonged. The amount of panic and sheer chaos in social media, though, for anybody in crypto, not just in XRP, off the charts, as you would expect for something like this. But, you know, the 2 minutes, and everybody keeps citing them, and I will too, because they're getting cited for good reason. It's the FTX collapse and that COVID dump in March of 2020. This is very similar to that in nature. In some ways, it's certainly more extreme, but very similar. Now, as far as Bitcoin, back above $100,000 because reasons, why the hell not? So you can see the 24-hour low, $92,297. Now it is $101,492. Yeah, why the hell not? Why the hell not? Might as well. I don't see no reason not to. Take a look at this post from Ben Zhu. He is the co-founder and CEO of Bybit, a cryptocurrency exchange. And let me note this first. And I mentioned this in my last video that I published probably, I guess, when was that, about 12 hours ago, maybe a little more. There were tons of reports that we had hit record territory in terms of liquidations in the crypto market for a single period drop of over $2 billion. According to Ben Zhu here, if he is correct here, it's way more than that. So $2 billion, that was already the record. Way bigger than that. Take a look at what the CEO of this cryptocurrency exchange said. I am afraid that today, real total liquidation is a lot more than $2 billion. By my estimation, it should be at least around $8 billion to $10 billion. That's insane, folks. That's absolutely insane. That's like more than 5 times what the record already was. Pure insanity. Y'all crazy out there. He says, FYI, Bybit 24-hour liquidation alone was $2.1 billion. As you can see in below screenshot, Bybit 24-hour liquidations recorded on CoinGlass was around $333 million. However, this is not all of the liquidations. We have API limitation on how much feeds are pushed out per second. From my observation, other exchanges also practice the same to limit liquidation data. Moving forward, Bybit will start to push all liquidation data. We believe in transparency. Okay, I don't know why they weren't already doing that, but I'm glad he said that, and I hope other exchanges follow suit if indeed that is the case. If his estimate is right, that's even more insane than I ever could have reasonably guessed last night. I already thought it was crazy at over $2 billion. Oh my God. How about don't play with leverage? How about don't get liquidated by not playing with leverage? That might be a good idea. Sorry, like the thousands of percentage gains people regularly get in crypto by holding for a reasonable amount of time. That's not enough. That life-changing wealth, not enough. You got to add a little pepper to that. You're insane. Here's a post of mine from last night as XRP was towards its bottom. This is 8:34 p.m. So this is right after I saw XRP was at $1.88. And I just to be clear, I did not buy anything, but I wrote this. If I were looking to add to my bags, I'd be buying here. This is a capitulation event. Everything is on sale. While there's no guarantee of anything, these moments are usually brief. Yeah, so pretty much every analyst that I follow, while they acknowledge that there could be some sideways action here in terms of a drop like that, are we in danger of that happening again? I haven't found any analyst that thinks the answer is yes. None. Zero. Now, sometimes the improbable happens, so there's no guarantee in life in anything, including investing, right? But yeah, usually these moments are brief, and that the bottom was super brief. Look where everything bottom. XRP, Bitcoin, just go chart by chart down on live CoinWatch, CoinMarketCap. Very brief stuff here. Now, I bought the previous two major capitulation events, FTX and COVID, but honestly, at this point, my bags are so ridiculously jam-packed, I am just done. I bought at levels that were so much lower than that, I didn't even sufficiently feel enticed by this drop. I bought so low, even after the drop. For XRP, pick a coin. It doesn't matter. I have 42 different cryptocurrencies. I just didn't care. I still don't care. I put in what I would have put in. I am ready. Let's ride. And I believe that we are going to. Now, tons of people did take advantage of this, and I'm sure that includes some of you listening, in which case, kudos to you. Hope you got some stuff on the cheap, and I hope everything worked out for you. But nobody knew for sure that was the bottom. I was just going with my experience, and I didn't know either. Yeah, usually when you see this stuff, that is the bottom. Here's a post from Chart Analyst Mustache. Bitcoin, exactly the bounce you want to see to continue the bull. My opinion from yesterday remains unchanged. If you survive this crash yesterday/today, you'll walk out of this bull market with a lot of money, in my opinion. And he posted that at 10:16 a.m. this morning. Here's a post from Chart Analyst Mikey Bull Crypto, 9:44 a.m. Central Time. It will be fun. Alt season kicks off this month after when the majority have been hurt from the largest liquidation in history. Probability of that happening is high. And so you can see, I just wanted to highlight, all of the analysts who are not fly-by-night analysts who I deem to be reputable and worth listening to, they're pretty much saying very similar things. It's not a guarantee of anything, of course, and I would never assert that, and they wouldn't either. But in terms of what they think is highly probable, that was the worst of it. The bottom's in, and it just didn't structurally break anything. It just didn't, chart-wise. I haven't seen anybody share that. Here's a perspective from Chart Analyst Crypto Michael talking about XRP. I think the likelihood of XRP flipping ETH is now even higher. You should aim to accumulate XRP in the coming weeks, in my opinion. XRP is still the altcoin I'm most confident in holding this year. And I'll note he is one of the analysts that I follow who accurately called XRP's breakout, which ultimately ended up happening in November of 2024. He called it, he saw it, fought through all the FUD, 4 years, and here we are. And he insists that this is still basically the strongest coin out there, and it's going to flip ETH. The best is yet ahead. And this is the type of thing that I keep seeing from people. Here's a post from Chart Analyst Dom. There's a few posts. The first one in this thread goes back to 9:20 p.m. last night when things were still complete and utter chaos. And you're at XRP is up 29% in the last hour. Why? Order book wiped clean after an event like this. Price floats right back up like a vacuum. Now he provided an update though. This is at 10:38 a.m. this morning, and he said XRP plus 50% in 14 hours off the low. What even is this market? I love that post. Price floated right back through the cleared order book like a vacuum. And then he had another update here. This is the latest one, 1:30 p.m. So this is just less than an hour ago. 55% recovery in 17 hours on XRP. Absolute insanity. Folks, that is strength. XRP has had a miraculous recovery. Pure insanity here. I am for it. I am all for this. This is just this has been entertaining. Let me say that. It has been ridiculously entertaining. Here's another post from Chart Analyst Dom, and this is at 11 a.m. this morning. He said, XRP order flow analysis. As seen above, this move down, that's his chart on your screen. As seen above, this move down was triggered by massive spot selling into very thin order books, causing a cascade of price. About $170 million net market sold across Binance, Coinbase, Bybit, and OKX after $2.50 was lost. Spot has also bought it back up. That's the blue line. Perps kept trying to sell it off. Since the low, $233 million worth of XRP has been net market bought across Binance, Coinbase, Bybit, and OKX. All spot venues bought that dip besides BitGet. Seems like a massive exchange of hands or panic seller, panic buying back this AF. So there you go. This always happens. The panic sellers, they freak out. Oh my God, it's lower than what I want. Mind you, there's been no fundamental shift in the technology, any of the utility for any of this stuff. There's been no change there. But the price goes down dramatically. People feel things. They panic sell. And then price start going back up. Oh my God, but it's going back up now. And it's like, this is what they sound like in my head. And then they start buying again. Like, don't be one of those lemmings. Oh my God. And what I mean by that, to be clear, I'm not telling you when to buy or sell. I'm not telling you what to buy or sell. I don't mean that. I mean, don't make emotional buying and selling decisions. Use logic, reason, and data. That's all I mean by that. You do whatever you want. I don't know what's best for you. Use logic and reason and data, not your feels. We're adults here, right? I mean, we all are by age, at least. Not necessarily by behavior, but you know. Here's another post from Dom. XRP and ETH. I love this. XRP and ETH with the most trades in the last 24 hours out of the entire market. Oh, this is wild. XRP with 50.7 million in trades. ETH with 51.9 million trades. By far the most trades in 24 hours on XRP in history. That is buck wild. And then in the separate post following up, he wrote, no need to wonder what the stronger one is either. So you can see XRP data and ETH. And so he's highlighting ETH dominance. And you can see what it is, 24-hour change, 24-hour transactions, and also ETH, the ETH USDT pair. XRP's doing a little better. Love to see it. Here's a post from the blockchain backer. He said, the candle is an entire daily dollar from bottom to top. That's insane. Because that's worth more than what XRP has been worth for almost the entire 7+ years I've been holding it. That's insane. And so, by the way, I checked out his video from today, and I'm sure many of you did as well. Just a few quick key takeaways. You should check out his video, though. It's a great video. Doing a full analysis of what the hell just happened. But, by the way, he is still calling for, I don't remember the exact range, but, you know, he might have said like $8, $9, $10, $11. I definitely remember him saying over $10 for XRP this market cycle. It's in the cards. He's never been convinced that it's probable that we're going to be seeing $20 or $30 XRP, and that's fine. He could be right. I don't know. Maybe the other analysts are right that are calling for $20 XRP. I don't know. But anyway, the blockchain backer, he said that XRP basically has responded the strongest out of the market. Which, again, I keep seeing from tons of different analysts, and I think it's like pick a metric, it's probably true, right? And he also is another analyst that does believe that was almost certainly the bottom of the market. That's just a wild thing that happened on a Sunday night, and here we are. Here's a post from chart analyst E-Greg Crypto. XRP, the rendezvous happened. Check out my post from January 3rd, 2025, where I talked about the rendezvous between the bull market support band and the price. I mentioned that the higher the rendezvous price, the better. It just happened around $1.78, which is a strong level for us to meet. The bulls are scooping up everything like there's no tomorrow. We're currently forming a long leg candle, which is a bullish sign. Closing above the fib level at 702 is definitely bullish, but we need to break through fib 786 at $2.83 and ultimately reach $3.30. So what you'll see here is, and he's another analyst that accurately called that XRP would break out this cycle, which it sure as hell did. My God, the strength is ridiculous in XRP. It continues to this very day. You'll see that because of this drop, he didn't suddenly change his bias, and he doesn't suddenly think that the entire market is just doomed to not run and XRP will no longer enter face melt territory. You see that from the fly-by-night analysts out there. Those are the type of analysts who basically, whether they're YouTubers or they're just on X sharing stupid charts, you can guess what their opinions are going to be based on the sentiment. They are like the lemming retail specters. They just are that. They're lemming retail speculators in chart form. They're the chart version of that. They will go with that flock, and they will absolutely have feel all the dumbass opinions and emotions associated with that, and they'll just be wrong. They are that, and there are tons of those analysts out there, and so their bias flipped yesterday. Oh my God, it's falling apart. That was it. Sorry guys, no alt season. And what happens today? Oh well, I guess maybe there will be an alt season. Things are recovered. Oh wow, it's stupid as hell. It's the dumbest crap. You gotta watch who you listen to here. That's why I get a ton of different perspectives from all sorts of analysts. Anyway, here's another post. This from Dark Defender. Welcome to the crypto. XRP has around $36 billion in 24 hours. That is absolutely insane. So look at that volume. Can you believe this? Look at this volume, $36 billion. I don't know for sure if that's a record or not. I don't recall ever seeing it that high. But man, that is just, maybe that, oh, holy crap, that looks like a record. If Live Coin Watch is right here, by a lot, that's a record. Which would make sense based on the trade. Because the number of trades. Yeah, actually, that would make total logical sense. Look at that shadow. You can barely see it on the right here, but look at that. You can see that shadow. That is by a lot the highest one. If this is accurate data. Whoo! Another record. All right, guys, I got to go. I'm going to check in with you again later today. There's actually a lot more to talk about, including some, perhaps some market manipulation. I've got more for you later today, but I wanted to start with this. I think it's the right way to approach things after we just had the chaos that we had last night. But everything's fine. And I knew I'd get to say that in the future. It's just kind of a question of when, but it seems that way. Unless we get some crazy black swan event, and fine, again, nobody knows for sure, but if we're talking probabilities, and I certainly am, I think by a lot, it's most probable that was the bottom, and we're going to see a move at some point to the upside. We're going to have that euphoric blow off top, and this stuff just happens. Not a big deal. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say, all right? That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.